Welcome back, art friends. All right, so it's day 4 of Alexander Calder week, and I am having so much fun. We started out the week really thinking about some of his paintings, the organic shapes and lines. Everything's very colorful, kind of looks like things are moving in space. And he even said the universe is his biggest inspiration. So that makes sense, doesn't it? Almost kind of looks like a little spiral, sun and stars and planets maybe. So that was the first day. And the second day, we added some paper to it to really give it another dimension, really. So that was fun. And then yesterday, oh my gosh, his most famous art is the mobile. And sure enough, we got out our pipe cleaners and even some paper, and we created the little fish mobile, and that was super fun. I made this green one too with beads. So if you didn't catch this video, you can check it out. This is our day 3 with Alexander Calder. It was so much fun. So we've been having a good time with him, but he didn't just paint and he didn't just make mobiles. He also is known for creating Stabiles. I'm pretty sure I'm saying that one right. It's sort of like mobile or mobile, Stabile, but it stays. And I even made this card in red so you would remember that Stabiles stay, like stop. All right? So mobiles move and Stabiles stay. So today we're going to create our own Stabile, and it sounds kind of tricky because it really is a standing piece of art, but we can do it. So boys and girls, you are going to need some paper today, construction paper, or even if you have some sort of sale, kind of a cardstock like this sale ad that came in the mail. Ask your parents first. This one has a $10 off, so I'm not going to use that. But ask them first. This would be great. You need a little bit stronger paper for this project. All right? And colorful is great. So you need 2 pieces of paper unless, like me, you're using scrapbook paper that's white on the back side. It poses a bit of a problem. I'll show you that later. If you're using scrapbook paper today, boys and girls, take 3 pieces. So 3 scrapbook or 2 regular colored paper like construction paper. You need scissors, glue, and you might want a pencil or 2 for helping you draw the design, okay? Super simple day. I think you're gonna love it. So grab your supplies and press pause, of course. Come back in just a second. All right, welcome back. So I'm going to show you a couple examples before we start of Alexander Calder's Stabiles. Do you see that? Doesn't it kind of look like, well, what do you think it looks like? Yeah, I was thinking some kind of like big bird, or I don't know. And this is, by the way, from my book called Alexander Calder and His Magical Mobiles, and it is by Lippmann. So there we go, in case you ever want to check this one out. Jean Lippmann, and actually Margaret Aspinwall was also in on this book, and it's so great. It tells you so many things about him. Here's another really nice shot of a Stabile. See how it sort of looks like it's standing, but it wants to go somewhere. Interesting, isn't it? And one more. This one, it looks like some kind of pterodactyl. It's called Flying Dragon. All right, you see that word again up there? And then on this page, you can see that really cool red one and the other one that kind of looks like a dinosaur to me. So he made some pretty fun art. Like, people all over the world enjoy it, and he's known as being someone that really made art that was very playful and lighthearted, really cheerful. So that's perfect for us, isn't it? So you're gonna get your paper, boys and girls, and the very first thing we're gonna do is fold it in half. If you have two colors that are white in the middle, put the white to the center so that the two colors are on the outside, okay? And you're gonna need your third color in a minute. I'll show you why. But for now, we're gonna just pretend like mine has color on the inside and the outside, all right? So fold your paper in half. It doesn't need to be really big or tall because the taller ones sometimes are too heavy because they're paper. They'll kind of lean and tip over. So fold it in half. So the very first thing we do is think about what our design is gonna be. And do you see my fold? So this is my paper. You can see it there pretty well. This is the fold right here. All right, maybe I'll put a little dash there, dotted line, all right? That's the fold, and that's where we're gonna start our drawing. So we're gonna go across with a little horizontal line. We're gonna go down with a little curve, and then we're gonna finish off that curve like a slide. It's just gonna go down and over. Or maybe like a big, I don't know, giraffe's back. Long leg, and there's his back. All right, we're gonna do that same thing again. We're gonna go up, but when we get to this middle part, we're gonna stop. And we're gonna do that again down here, up, and stop. And you can connect these two. Sort of like upside down letter J's, I think. And we're gonna do it one more time, but I'm gonna start right under this line. Do you see it? Kind of imaginary line. I'm gonna go up and then over one more time. So really, I want to cut out this upside down U and this sort of J, and I'm gonna cut this out too, all right? But I wanna keep this big leg or body, I don't know what this is, to this creature that we're making. Sort of reminds me of the Stranger Things creature. All right, so some of you older kids know about that. You tell me about that a lot. All right, so this is a big creature. We're gonna keep the part that's in blue that we just drew. We're gonna cut out those shapes, and I'm gonna draw it on this sheet, and then we'll take a look at it, all right? So I'm gonna go down, over, 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 and I'm gonna connect these two and these two. Okay, and I wanna cut out this, I wanna cut out this, and I wanna cut out this. All right, so again, all the spots with an X, I wanna cut that out. So we're gonna cut that out. This first little underneath U. This upside down sort of J thing. I don't know what else to call that. All right, you're gonna get all kinds of scraps, and you can save them. We just might need them, and I'll show you why. All right, and one last, we're gonna cut out this outside piece, and we're done. So your shape should look something like this. You have this big leg, little leg, and this middle trunk almost. All right. Now I did this earlier and realized, oh my goodness, it doesn't work as well if you have white, or maybe that's okay. But we're only gonna glue 1/2, all right? So if you do have this and you don't have a third color, you're gonna have this white and you're gonna have to think, what can I do to make this fun? But I actually had a third color. So I'm gonna have to glue 3 sides. So I'm gonna have this, and then I'm gonna add this to the other side so that I have this little 3-sided monster, all right? And you will too, all right? So let's start gluing. I'm gonna put the glue only on half of this. So just one strip right down here. Not on that side, just this side. All right, I'm gonna pretend like mine is colorful, like hopefully yours is. All right. And I'm gonna glue that together. And they should fit because we cut them out together. All right, so this strip is nicely glued, right, on the inside. All right, so now I'm gonna lift up this leg and give this a little bit, because I wanted it to kind of be stabile, before I lined up, before I glue the whole thing. So I got the legs last. I think that works very nice. If you want to do the whole thing, that's fine. But remember, we're only doing 1/2. So I only glued this half of this color and half of this color. And now if I wanted to, I could just leave it. It's ready. It will stand up. Isn't it so cool? It's just paper, but it stands up. But because mine is white on the other side, I really would like to have some color and not so much contrast. Now I'm going to glue this other piece. All right. I'm going to show you a tricky way to add a little pizzazz to it before you go. All right, so that is it, really. Was that not so simple? But it's sort of cool looking, I think. It's very cool. So let me line this up. Now, one thing you could do if you want to add a little pizzazz is grab a toothpick, or you could take one of these little paper scraps, right? And just take a little skinny piece and stick it right in the middle so that there's some kind of little something sticking out, right? I'm gonna do that. Well, maybe I like that so much I'm gonna just leave it. I could do that, and I could twist it so it's a little curly like. What do you think? Here's a little twirl. The other idea I had was to take a toothpick and I could stick it in there and then maybe put a circle or some kind of organic kind of jelly bean looking shape on the top of it. And that would be kind of Calderish too, wouldn't it? But I like it so much, boys and girls, with the paper, that I think I'm just gonna leave it like that. I'm gonna give it a little more of a twirl. He had lots of wire in his sculptures, metal. He used a lot of metal, and a lot of it was kind of twirly like that. So I like it. It's kind of cool. Don't forget to sign it and set it up somewhere. And if you want to, if you have little buttons or beads, you could decorate it a little bit. That would be something fun. What else could you do to it? I think it would make a really cool shadow too. You could take it out in the sun and set it down and maybe draw and color the shadows that it makes. That would be really nice too. But what a beautiful form, isn't it? I wonder what other kind you could make. I hope you try it at home and send me a picture to iCourseC@mtcps.org, or you can find my Facebook Glitter and Glue with Mrs. iCourse page. Post it there. I would love to see it. And then come back tomorrow. You can use the same kind of paper tomorrow, or even better, if you grab a cereal box. So this guy is like the grand finale. He's like a Stabile and a Mobile together. No way, right? How cool is that? So we will make this together tomorrow. Come on back. If you have a cereal box or Kleenex box, it works great. Or again, any kind of little mailer, cardboard type cardstock, that would be perfect. So come back tomorrow. We'll make this guy and we can talk about balance and form and all that fun stuff. One more day of Calder. All right, see you back then. Bye-bye.